Alright, welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies, where today I will be taking on whatever this stage is. I'm not entirely sure what the stage is, to be honest, because I'm not actually looking at the gameplay, and I may or may not have pre-recorded this audio before even getting the Plants vs. Zombies gameplay. I mean, I just got kind of lazy, or more so ahead of myself this time around, because I'd argue, although recording the commentary takes a lot less time than recording the gameplay, it doesn't really matter what order I do it in when the commentary doesn't normally have anything to do with gameplay, which is why it's like this and why I don't know what's happening in the game right now. I'd assume I'm crushing it though, because I'm a Plants vs. Zombies pro in terms of strategy and placement. I think last time I asked about the efficiency of sunflowers or twin sunflowers because I didn't know, or at least I had like an inkling that twin sunflowers weren't actually as good as they seemed. And I was sort of right, because twin sunflowers are less effective on shorter levels because they don't really pay you back in time for what you've invested into them. So it's not really worth going for on those shorter levels, but like survival, I guess, endless survival and stuff like that, or like any of the longer boss levels, they're worth it because in the long run, they'll pay you back for what you've done or what you've invested into them. So, I mean, with that information, I don't even think I have enough money at this point in the game to buy twin sunflowers or the Gatling P. I would go for Gatling P all day of the week because Gatling P is just cool to me and it's like firepower over production. I just like Gatling P in general. I think it's a really cool looking thing, cool looking plant. And I don't know, it was just like, he was the peak to me, or she. I'm not sure if Gatling P is a girl P or a boy P, because for me as a kid, I always associated Repeater as the girl P, and Pea Shooter and really any of the other ones, so Ice P and Triple P, they always seemed like the boys to me. Repeater was just like a girl to me. I don't know why. Maybe it was like the weird eyelashes. I feel like Repeater has eyelashes at least, and that's probably why I looked at Repeater as a kid and thought, oh hey, it's a girl Pea Shooter. I mean, if we get technical, girls are girls because they have the extra chromosome or something like that. Not really well informed on biology, if you couldn't tell, but I think it's something to do with an extra chromosome. Like, I think it's boys have like the XY and girls have double X or something like that. They have an extra X instead of a Y. So I guess we technically, you know what? It doesn't matter. I was going to try to like come up with some stupid rudimentary way that the Repeater being a girl makes sense in science by saying that, oh, the Repeater shoots 2 Ps because of the extra chromosome and the extra P. Makes no sense, but I thought it sounded cool in my head at first, but now that I'm actually saying it, it sounds dumb as hell. Not to say that it could ever sound smart, because now that I'm realizing it, it's just a dumb idea in the beginning. Anyway, something I do want to talk about today is food, which is a weird topic. I don't know how I got here, but food, and specifically like snack food. So I like snacks. I like food. We all need to eat food, obviously, so I have to sort of like food at some point. But like snacks. Snacks are cool, and I love snacks. But I feel like I'm a bit picky with snacks. I'm not sure if that's like just a me thing, but like snacks, they have to be perfect. You know, food, I'll just, you know, it's good, cool, I'll eat whatever. Slap some stuff together, boom, 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 that's food. But like snacks, you know, with chips specifically, they can't be too spicy because then I can't like binge eat them forever. Eventually, like I'll have to tap out because of the spice. And I, in general, am just not like that good with spice at all. But they can't be like too mild or too salty. Too salty is another one. If they're too salty, I can't fully binge eat them because after a good while, it'll last longer than the spicy ones, but the saltiness will get to me and it'll like sting my tongue. It's really weird what salt does. Like, one, it'll dry out your lips. Two, it like makes my tongue feel really weird and like it hurts. I don't know, it stings it. So then I can't eat it anymore. Similarly, when it's like too citrusy, like lemon Lays, or really only lemon Lays, to be honest, or maybe even something tangy, like not barbecue. Tangy is kind of the wrong word. It's got like the limeness of it. I don't know. But another example would again be the chili lemon Lays, which aren't spicy. They're the perfect level of spice, which is basically nothing. And then they taste really good. But then after a while, you just get this like weird feeling in your tongue, or at least personally. So I can't eat those forever, even though I love the taste of them. I think another one in the example of like they kind of mess with my tongue would be the purple Doritos. I don't remember what they're called. They're like spicy sweet or something like that. Those are amazing though. I love them. Another one, Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch I can't eat forever. So like Doritos, I guess technically the perfect Dorito for me would be classic nacho cheese or even spicy nacho, because spicy nacho isn't actually spicy. It has a bit of a kick, but like you can eat a whole bag of spicy nachos and not notice that it's spicy nacho. You'll just be like, oh, okay, I see now. I can kind of see how it was spicy nacho, even though it wasn't that spicy. But for me, chips, you have to have this like middle ground that is absolutely like, it's absolute is what I'm trying to say. Because if it's too spicy, I can't eat it forever. If it's too salty, can't eat it forever. And there's some other ones like the texture. Ruffles, I think, are one of the best chips because of the texture, because of the ridges and stuff. They like break apart in like this way where it's like kind of satisfying to eat. You know, I don't get tired of eating those. And they've got some good flavors too. Like they have sour cream and onion, although I don't know if I've ever eaten so many sour cream and onion chips to the point where I got it. I feel like sour cream and onion would lead to the same sour. That's what I was thinking of. You know, the lemon chips are sour. So are the chili lemon ones. Anyways, back to the Ruffles. I feel like sour cream and onion at some point would suffer the same fate of the Lay's lemon. They would like make your tongue go kind of sour, I guess. But I don't think I've ever eaten so many to the point where that's happened. Usually if I'm going to tap out of eating a snack, I don't want it to be because I'm not enjoying it anymore. I want it to be because I literally cannot eat anymore, or I just feel full, or I'm like satisfied, like, okay, I've had enough. So that's kind of like my criteria for chips. And it also kind of applies to anything close in relation to chips, like popcorn. Popcorn, I really like kettle corn, and like in the bag. There's this like bag that they sell at Costco. I'm not entirely sure what it's called. It's like a purple bag. It's like Boom Chicka Pop or something like that, but it's really good. It's like $5. It's a massive bag. The only thing about popcorn for me is the kernels, not the kernels. It's whatever it is. It gets stuck in your teeth and it's kind of annoying, but that's like not something you notice until after you finish the popcorn. But the main thing I have with popcorn is that it's just kind of dry. Like even though kettle corn's really good, you're basically just eating sweets at that point, which I don't like sweets. That's a whole nother thing. I'm not the biggest fan of sweets, but you're just eating sweets and it's really dry and the texture just gets kind of boring after a while. And I don't know if anybody else has this, but like back in the day, like regular popcorn, not kettle corn, because if the kettle corn is there, it's like crunchy and it doesn't happen. But like with like regular popcorn, if I bite it a certain way, it like squeaks against my teeth and it feels disgusting. It's so bad, which is why I normally don't get regular popcorn. It's a rare occurrence, to be honest, and I kind of have to force it to happen, but like it just feels really weird and I hate it. But yeah, so like I love that popcorn. It tastes amazing. I can eat it for quite a while, but at the end of it, I'm not going to feel so well. It's more of like a recoil thing. Like I'll eat it, I'll be enjoying it, and then I'll realize like, oh my God, I feel terrible because I've only eaten like this dry ass popcorn, which is just basically candy popcorn as well. So I don't feel so well anymore. Get me some water. So with all the criteria in mind, I think I've mentioned Ruffles are great. You know, sour cream and onion, some of the best chips ever, in my opinion, my humble opinion as well. But I think there's some other great ones out there. For me, recently, I first had a taste of the Takis like lemon flavor. It was lemon. It was basically just a mild version of Takis, and I could easily see someone like just passing it off as Takis with less dust and kind of flavorless Takis. But they had this sourness. It wasn't too sour. It wasn't like lemon Lays. It had the sourness. It wasn't spicy at all. Like it had no spice, but I could still taste the, you know, it had the taste of Takis on it. It had a bit of sour from the lemon, and it had a taste of Takis. It still, you know, tasted reminiscent of Takis. It wasn't like completely flavorless, but it wasn't like coated to the point where like I eat like, say, 12 of them and I'm like, okay, quick break, let me drink some water and chill out for a second. I could eat those like virtually forever, but I've yet to try like a bigger bag. Takis are kind of scammers, and you get like a grand total of like 30 chips within a bag that you can pay like $4 to $5 for. That's kind of a lie. It's probably like a $2.50 bag, but still like a $3 bag. It's just like a regular bag is 33% full of chips, which is terrible. And I mean, it makes sense because they're sticks, right? But like there is genuinely no chips in that bag. Like if you open it, let out all the air, it's like you can feel it, the bottom of the bag, and it feels like someone's eaten half of them and then given it to you. It's terrible. Like in contrast with the bigger bag of Takis, you at least feel like, okay, wow, it's pretty dense in here. Like when I opened that bag, dude, it was just like terrible. But that's like most chips, you know, they're full of air. It's to preserve their freshness. I think at a certain point, like it doesn't even matter how much air is in there. Like I think they meet the criteria for freshness, and then they just keep adding and adding and seeing how much they can get away with. And honestly, I think they can get away with quite a lot because people will just not really care. Like the chips are good enough to just ignore the fact that they're kind of getting scammed there. But yeah, like I was saying, sweets. Sweets is a whole nother thing. I'm not the biggest fan of sweets. I do like my occasional chocolate. And for me, chocolates would go like Almond Joys, Kit Kats, and a Mounds bar. If you didn't notice or couldn't tell, I kind of like the coconut. Like I really like coconut as a flavor in many things. Coconut in chocolate, coconut on its own, coconut water, you know, like I like coconut. I think coconut is a great flavor and it works well with virtually anything in the world. Although maybe not anything, you know, don't quote me on that, because then people are going to start like making coconut soup, which is coconut water. So that would go perfectly well. But they would make other things like coconut chicken. That doesn't sound very good. Maybe it is good though. You know what? I'm not going to say anything. Maybe coconut is the best thing ever, and it does go with everything. But I really like Almond Joys. Almond Joys because of the almond. Maybe Mounds bars could go higher than Kit Kat because they're basically the same thing. Almond Joys and Mounds. Mounds are just dark chocolate, and I don't think they have almonds in them. I really like almonds, so almonds are another great snack. Oh my god, I love snacks. Almonds are amazing because almonds are just like, they're kind of fat dense, to be honest, aren't they? And I'm not entirely sure, so fact check me, I guess. And they're really easy to eat, and honestly, they're pretty tasty. But like, they're dry, they're nuts, so they're pretty easy to like get over. So you'll be like satisfied, but you'll also be over them by the time you're satisfied. It's like perfect. It caps out at the perfect time. You'll be satisfied, and then you'll realize like, oh, I'm just kind of over these anyway. Great snack. Nuts in general are great. Cashews, pistachios. Pistachios, I feel... Nah, I like pistachios. I really do. But like, maybe they suffer or like they crash and burn a little earlier than like almonds or cashews. Yeah, nuts are great. Peanuts as well. Peanuts, I think, are one of the best. But back to chocolate. Love Almond Joys. Mounds, I like dark chocolate. I think I prefer dark chocolate over milk chocolate, even though I don't have any like dark chocolate bars in the high rankings. That's because I don't eat dark chocolate bars. I didn't even know like brands really make dark chocolate. The only time I ever have dark chocolate is like Godiva. They have dark chocolate, or like Lindor, they have dark chocolate. I don't really know where to find dark chocolate where it's like you just buy like a bar, or like, for example, like Twix. They sell like a big bag of fun size Twix, or like any other like big chocolate bar, Hershey's and stuff. I don't know where to get that with like just dark chocolate. I want some good dark chocolate to eat. But aside from chocolate, and really those three, because any chocolate that has like caramel, don't really like. I like Recess cups, like they're pretty good, but I used to like them a lot more. They've kind of fallen off in my eyes. I don't know why. I'm just not as big of a fan anymore. Twix, again, has like caramel. Hershey's are just, I really like the Hershey's almond version. But like, if I want an almond bar or like an almond chocolate bar, I'm going Almond Joy because it also has the coconut shavings. It's great. But Three Musketeers, marshmallows, oh my god, too much sweet. Like, there was a point in time where I loved them when I was younger, but not anymore. I'm too old for them. I'm way too old for the marshmallow included. And sweets in general, like, I just can't handle them. I can't eat like donuts, to be honest. Donuts, like a glazed one specifically, I can tolerate like one, and a sugar donut as well. Like sugar donut, you know, pat it off a little bit, get some of the excess sugar off. I think it's pretty enjoyable. I just don't like the glazed texture, you know. I can eat one, but more than one, no, like I can't do it. And even that one, like I might struggle to eat it just because like when I bite into it, it's just like the feeling of biting into the glaze. I don't like it. It's kind of like biting into ice cream for me. I'm not sure like how sensitive my teeth are, but like I would assume they're pretty sensitive. Even though I can bite into ice cream, it's not something I'd willfully do if I had the option to or not. So like, yeah, I can't really say I'm a huge ice cream biter. Same thing with like ice biting. Like I don't really crunch on ice. Also, I think crunching ice damages your teeth. It's not the best thing ever, but like ice is enjoyable to just have in your mouth, I think, because it's just cold water, right? Speaking of water, I think water is the greatest thing on this planet. You don't need anything other than water. Like I enjoy my sparkling water. Like sparkling ice, I think is a great drink. It's low in calories. It has no sugar. It tastes good. It's sparkling water. It's really nice. It's like a really great alternative to fizzy drinks. And I mean, I still enjoy fizzy drinks. Like I love Dr. Pepper, and they don't really make, I don't think they have one at least, a Dr. Pepper like Zero, which is what I get for most other fizzy drinks. Like at this point, I get Sprite Zero sugar, I get Pepsi Zero, Coke Zero. They all taste the same to me. You know, the sweetener, you can taste the aspartame. It's not as good as the regular one, but honestly, hot take, I guess, I really don't like Coke that much. Coke is just not as good and is a bit overrated. Like it tastes like battery acid sometimes to me. But like if I'm somewhere where there's like no zero option, I'll still drink the fizzy drink. I don't think like it's the end of the world if you drink one every now and then, but like drinking them every day is one, not good for you. Two, like some people, I don't know, some people like rely on the fizzy drink. For me, if I drink a fizzy drink or like I drink more than one in a day, I feel kind of, it throws me off. There's just so much sugar in them as well. I'm sounding like some sort of health nut, but I indulge in so many things that are just not healthy. But it's like fizzy drinks are just something you can easily give up, in my opinion. Like water is just so good. People who say water somehow tastes bad have never tasted good water. You know, maybe they're buying like Aquafina or something, but they need to like get some good water, because water, when it's just like nice and cold and it's crisp and it hits your lips and you can feel it hydrating your body, it's amazing. It's like one of the best feelings in the world, in my opinion. But how did I get here? Sweets. Yeah, don't really like sweet drinks. I like juice every now and then, like a mango extract. What is it called? Mango nectar. I love mango nectar. Okay, so I'm jumping in here quick while I'm editing this video. quick flash warning, because I did not think about this while I was recording. This screen flashes a lot during this level, especially because it's sped up gameplay. So just a quick flash warning, I guess, just in case. But like, I know it's riddled with sugar, but it's so good. Like, I can't help myself. Chocolate milk, also riddled with sugar. Love chocolate milk, but there's like healthy options for like chocolate milk. Like there's like the Fairlife chocolate nutrition plan thing. That one's really good. You know, if you've never had that, try it. Like, it's like it's technically a protein shake, but it really doesn't taste as much like protein as other protein shakes, and it just tastes really nice in my opinion. But it is a bit pricey, but you can get it at Costco for, I guess, technically a reduced price. It's like what, 30 or like 24. It's like $1 per bottle essentially at Costco. I'm not entirely sure the real price, but it's somewhere around there. Anyways, I think I've gone for about 18-ish minutes, if I've done my math right here, about food and snacks and stuff. I could talk more about this stuff and in depth, but like, yeah, I don't really want this to run too long where I'm sat here talking about where my hate for donuts started, because there is an origin story, you know? There's an origin story to everything when it comes to snacks. You know, the first time I ever like got really exhausted from a chip, or the first time I ever realized like, wow, I just don't like donuts anymore, or the first time I realized, hey, maybe coffee's not for me, or like the first time I realized, hey, I just really don't like cake, or hey, maybe the first time I realized, hey, I just don't need to drink soda anymore. This water thing is pretty good. Anyways, those are all for other times, or maybe all in one, more than likely, because it kind of all serves the same topic. But that's the end of this one. Thank you for watching. Hopefully the gameplay's winding down. If not, I ran over my time. I can always adjust the gameplay, so I don't ever have to actually like put in other gameplay. But like, if you ever notice the gameplay slowing down more than the rest of the gameplay, that's because I ran out of time and I had to stretch out the gameplay some more. So yeah, hopefully that didn't happen. But anyways, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you later.